Okay. So this presentation is dedicated to market analysis and exploitation. My name is 𝗍𝗶𝗶𝗃 for Axeligence. And allow me to start with the overview and the objectives of the market analysis. So the strategic objective was to translate project results into market-facing solutions with a credible route towards standardization, commercialization, and long-term adoption. To get there, we worked on 5 core lines: the market analysis, business modeling, cost effectiveness assessment, exploitation planning, and the socioeconomic framing. The expected outcome is a simple roadmap, clear, that shows where the Mineio innovations fit, how they create value, and what is needed to move them into practice. So what we have done so far. So I split this slide into 3 phases. The first phase is from month 10 to month 21, where 25 exploitable technologies identified, and we mapped the initial partner exploitation intentions. We also completed the policy and regulatory framing, the SWOT analysis, and the intellectual property rights claims. During the second phase, from month 22 to month 33, we updated the target customers, the cost, the revenues, and the synergies. We defined 3 methodologies: the Key Exploitable Results methodology, the Value Proposition Canvas, and the Business Model Canvas, and we identified the market. Finally, during this phase, we set up the Zenodo knowledge repository, and we analyzed the initial barriers to entry. Now, the final phase is phase 3, from month 34, and is still running until now. It's up to month 42, where we refined and identified the key exploitable results. We developed per key exploitable result the 2 methodologies, as I said before: value proposition and business model canvases. And at the moment, we're working in finalizing deliverable 7.5 and the Horizon Booster support. Also, I would like to mention that during this period, the whole project lifespan, we conducted 2 surveys with questionnaires, and we submitted deliverable 7.1, where you can find those surveys there. So this is Mineio ecosystem and value chain, and it shows how the project components, partners, and pilots connect to form a single mining digitalization framework. The first pillar is the platform infrastructure. You've seen before with our partners. Mineio platform ecosystem integrates data, tools, and services under a unified cloud architecture. We have the digital tools, 25 exploitable technologies spanning AI-assisted geophysics, 3D SLAM, autonomous navigation, digital twins, workflow automation, and blockchain traceability. And finally, the last part of the value chain is the pilot sites and the validation. We have 8 real-world pilot sites that cover exploration, extraction, processing, waste management, and post-mining, validating by mining operators and research partners. So this slide combines current results at a glance, looking at customers, the cost, and the revenues. So our primary target customers are mining operators, research institutes, national authorities, and IT firms. The main expected costs are specialized personnel, infrastructure and hardware, further R&D integration effort. Also, a significant cost is the initial setup cost. And we observed that we will need, in order to develop our tools, a strong network connectivity for real-time monitoring capabilities. Now, for the expected revenues, it's a mix of everything. We expect direct sales from one-off payment initially, and then we can move into recurring payments like subscriptions, training, maintenance fees, etc. So this is the market analysis approach, the same structured methodology I applied to each exploitable asset, combining partner input, competitive view, and business view. Initially, the first step is to conduct the SWOT analysis and competitive landscape and give the competitive landscape. So we assessed per technology the strength, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And then we mapped against existing mining digitalization solutions the competitive positioning. Then we set it up as I mentioned before, the business model canvas, 9 building blocks defined, customer segments, value proposition, key partners, revenue streams, cost structure, and channels. And finally, we have the value proposition canvas. For each key exploitable result, we mapped customer jobs, pains and gains against product features, pain relievers, and gain creators in order to ensure the market fit and adoption logic. So the market needs the key exploitable results and business models. It's a concise logic chain linking what the sector requires, what the product delivers, and how it reaches users. Market pool is framed first, so that results are positioned as answers to sector problems. Then we have the key exploitable results, 4 of them. First, we made grouped exploitation packages, commercially compatible bundles. We have clear customers and value fit, and stronger prioritization logic. Business model choices flow directly from the maturity and ownership profile at each result. This slide shows the exploitation strategy and market positioning. The strategy was to prioritize the key exploitation results by market pool and maturity. Mineio is positioned as a single answer to mining challenges rather than a loose collection of tools, and that improves credibility with adopters. The exploitation mode is chosen per result, depending on maturity, ownership, clarity, and partner appetite, and repository assets are used to shorten onboarding and lower the cost of replication for new adopters and follow-on projects. Now, what are the barriers and the enablers? The main barriers is shared ownership of key components can create intellectual property rights ambiguity. Also, some outputs still need packaging and clear market-facing language. The main enablers are 4. First one is the strong pilot-based evidence. Second is the clear key exploitation results and business models tools. Third is the synergies that we acquired through search data. And finally is, I'm going to mention it again later, is the repository, which is a durable asset. On the pilot validation and stakeholder engagement, the technologies validated in real mining environments, and the socioeconomic indicator qualified at pilot level, supported cost-benefit analysis and future scaling scenarios for the next 5 to 10 years. We also mapped the partner exploitation intentions, 13 partners' individual exploitation plans, with further joint exploitation conditions under discussion in the later phase. This is the pathway. These are the pathways to industrial uptake. We have the technology pathway, which is to consolidate the strongest evidence from pilots and partner use cases, and then mature high potential results towards deployment-ready offers. We have 4 steps for that. The first one is to validate evidence from the pilot. The second one is to prioritize results by fit and maturity. The third step is to offer packages for target users. And finally, the fourth step is to deploy through service or license. Market entry is expected to be selective, starting from service-led and license-based offers before full productization where it is justified. As I mentioned before, we have the public repository, which is a long-term value asset, and it is for Mineio knowledge repository matters beyond the project lifetime. The replication support is strengthened because external actors can understand the methods, and it increases visibility and credibility through transparent dissemination, which helps partners and adopters justify further investments. Also, continued innovation in the sector is supported because the repository becomes a shared resource that lowers the barrier to further R&D and services. So we identified 6 key exploitable results in Porto. We had a consolidation approach with 25 plus individual exploitable technologies were assessed by innovation, exploitability, and impact criteria. As I said, 6 key exploitable results were selected, and these are the aerial and magnetic AI exploration, the photonic Mineio system, the underwater robotic platform, underground autonomous vehicle, wireless dynamic charging, and digital twin PLM module with the respective partners as well. These are not binding anything. This is an exercise we did back in Porto. To summarize the partner exploitation pathways, so we have 13 partner plan market-driven commercialization. The majority are targeting emerging markets in critical raw materials, green transition, and mine automation. Most partners are having individual exploitation plan. We also have joint exploitation across key exploitation results bundles. But it remains an opportunity that needs active coordination post-project. Also, the exploitation timelines, in my opinion, are realistic. We have 9 and 11 partners sourced to mid-term, with additional funding and regulatory alignment identified as the main enablers. On the intellectual property rights strategy, it still needs formalization. We have approximately 25% pursuing patents, trademarks, but 37% have not yet been decided. So we need intellectual property rights agreements between co-developing partners, and they need to be finalized before the project closure. These will be, the final IPRs will be documented in the final deliverable 7.5. And that's it from my side. Any questions?
Thank you, Aris, for the nice presentations. Any questions to Aris?
I guess not. Thank you.
Aris, given the heterogeneity of what we are doing here in Mineio, which for us has a lot of sense, of course, is there anything that, from the perspective from the Mineio project, can still be done to construct more this and have what will be the option that the Mineio still can bring help for the gaining traction in the market, or has it to be in another way, in an extra project, or is it possible in the Mineio to do something?
To do something for?
Yeah, to gain more traction in the market. What can help from what we have done? What can we do from the?
You mean to improve visibility? You mean?
Yeah, for example.
In order to improve visibility, I think we had a lot of synergies with other projects, and we disseminate our results with the dissemination efforts through the platforms, the social media, etc. But I think the main asset that we currently have we can show to people is the platform, and how enables that platform the value chain and the data from the different partners. Also, all those things are documented in a repository. And this is, we keep disseminating these results in the social platforms.
Thank you.
In terms of development, I don't think we need something, we just need to finalize the project, I think.
One more question, okay, perfect.
Okay, you presented that 9 of partners will be able to commercialize in 1 or 2 years their results. Could you tell me which one are in this group?
I cannot recall them. I have them from the surveys that we conducted in the questionnaires. I cannot recall by name those names,
yes,
unfortunately.
Understand.
Questions?
But it comes from project partners' responses. It's not comes from me.
Maybe one more question from my side.
Sure.
In Mineio, we developed hardware and software. When it comes from hardware, it is quite sophisticated to get it on the market, because you have to have some authorities to prove it when it comes to the safety of the workers and so on. But when it comes to software, it's supposed to be easier to get it on the market. Is it so in our perspective? And can you comment on that? Because we developed the platform and also other kind of stuff that is, let's say, IT-based.
For me, just my personal opinion is that it's not nice. It's not nice. You could show the technologies as a standalone technologies, but this is a project that it's combined effort. For me, it would be better to show the technologies from hardware and software together, how these things work together. Of course, each partner can disseminate its own product as a standalone technology, but this is not the objective of our project.
Okay. Still, we are aiming as a bundle.
As a bundle, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. Any more questions, comments?
Hello, thank you for the presentation. On the last point you made, a comment from my side, the fact that this is quite a large consortium compared to other Horizon Europe projects. I've seen that you've mapped very well also the IPR risks. it's totally understandable and agreeable the trajectory of trying to commercialize the results as a bundle. Did you consider also this kind of risk in that trajectory from an IPR perspective?
Yes, it's the last sentence,
Yeah,
and it's still a work in progress.
yeah,
But that cannot be done as a partner individually. It needs to be a joint effort in order to produce results at the end. But this is the main risk, I would say, for the
Key one,
project at the
yes.
moment, yes.
thank you.
No more questions, comments? Then let's thank Aris again.
Thank you.